Hey guys, Matt here, coming at you with a very special review. Today I'm going to be taking a look at the LEGO Ghostbusters Ecto-1 set. This is set number 21108. It came out in 2014, contains 508 pieces and 4 minifigures. And let's take a look at the minifigures. So the first minifigure you get is Dr. Raymond Stantz, who's played by Dan Aykroyd in the movie, and he comes with basically the same uniform as everybody else, although as there are some slight variations. You can see little sort of parts of his uniform, like the belt as well as the name tag, are different from the other minifigures, but they do all come with the same tan pants. And then you get the Dan Aykroyd face, as well as the existing hairpiece that has come in a few LEGO sets, and he does come with his own walkie-talkie. And then the second character you get is Dr. Egon Spengler, and he is played by Harold Ramis in the movies. He just passed away, actually. And he does come with a slightly different uniform, so the part of his belt is a little bit different, as well as his name tag, so you have ES on it. He comes with his own unique face and this sort of fluffed up haircut, which looks rather nice. And then the third minifigure you get is Dr. Peter Venkman, who's played by Bill Murray in the films. And again, his belt is a little bit different, so it's missing one of the pouches on it, and then he has a PV badge on him. And then finally you get Winston Zeddemore, who is the last of the Ghostbusters, and he's played by Ernie Hudson. And again, his uniform is slightly different. The little pouch on the belt is in a unique place, and he has a WZ on his uniform. You get a unique face as well as a unique hairpiece for him, and he does come with this sort of detector as well. And they all come on this little platform that you build. It's sort of this cautionary looking platform with the Ghostbusters printed logo on it. And if we flip it around to the back, you can see all of their proton packs that they're wearing, and these are all very interesting pieces. So you get these sort of reverse tiles here that have all these unique elements on them, and then you get this tubing that comes all the way down to this little handpiece, so they can remove this and hold it in their hands to suck up the ghosts. And if we take a look at one of the minifigures, just pull it aside, we're going to take a look at Raymond Stantz. If you pop him off, or pop his head off, you can pull off his backpack. And he does have back printing, so you have the sort of Ghostbusters logo, and his uniform says Ray, so all of their uniforms have unique names on them. So very interesting look to that. And you can see the construction of the proton pack as well. So it's got this little sort of neck element here that hooks right on. And this is rather unique but repetitive to build, since you have to make one for each of the Ghostbusters. But again, it looks really, really good. So if we take it, we can pop it back on him. Again, it just slides right on. Put his head on, and we can return him to the lineup with his fellow characters. And those are the minifigures that you get with this set. And this is the Ecto-1. It is a 1959 Cadillac ambulance, I believe, and it was purchased by the Ghostbusters to help them travel throughout New York City busting ghosts. Now, there's a lot of really, really incredible detail in this vehicle. It is almost mind-boggling in some ways. Now, if we take a look at the front, you get a lot of really cool details. So you get these sort of silver, they're not quite chrome, although I think they're meant to be, these little silver elements. So you get these 1x1 sort of cylinders, as well as these roof elements and the grille here, which are really nice, really, interesting and somewhat rare pieces to have. And then you get the 1x2 tiles, which are the printed Ecto-1 New York City license plates. And there's 2 of them in this set, and they only come with this set. And then, of course, if you take a look at the hood contains a lot of really great details. There's all sorts of various sort of vaulted elements, upside down 1x1 studs, hood or roof elements everywhere. So it gives it a lot of really sort of nice details and crevices and whatnot. And if we make our way closer to the actual windshield, this does come with windshield wipers that fold up, and they're just these little antenna elements, so those are really cool. As well as this giant antenna here that sticks right up from the hood, and a little bit of an emergency light here. And if we make our way along the side of the vehicle, of course on the side you get the printed Ghostbusters logo, and I believe it's featured 3 times on this vehicle. You do get little sort of rear view mirrors here, and then of course you have these little hose elements, and that actually takes you up to the roof, which contains an unbelievable amount of details. And I do not know the names of all of these components, but you get the original sirens for the ambulance, the emergency lights, so here and here, as well as additional lights on the front and on the rear. And then you have more lights, various gadgets of nature. I can't even begin to explain what these are, as well as interesting uses of these sort of reversed or sideways facing 1x1 stud elements here, which create these really nice sort of canisters along the side. A lot of really fantastic detail on the top here. It's just really loaded up to the brim, and it looks fantastic. It looks just like the real thing. And of course the roof does lift off, and it allows you to see inside the vehicle. And inside it's pretty cramped. You cannot fit all of the minifigures in here, but you can fit some of them. So you do get a little driver's seat with the steering wheel up at the front, and then you get a little sort of computer control area in the rear for controlling some of the tech and tracking the ghosts. And then there's some storage space in the back of the vehicle. And if you can see, there's these little connections here. These hold the side sort of windows in, and they are sloped slightly. So if you take a look on the outside there, you can see they go in at an angle different from the front and rear windshield. And of course, the roof just pops right back on. You can see underneath there. And it fits beautifully. It goes in and out really, really seamlessly, which is quite surprising considering how much stuff is on here. You would anticipate that it'd be difficult to remove and function with. And of course your hose just slips right in there. You get a nice little rubberized hose. And then of course, if we move our way to the back of the Ecto-1, you get the beautiful sort of fins that most Cadillacs had at the time. So these look really great, and there's a lot of incredible details. So you get all sorts of various lines that move up and down everywhere that really capture the sort of color scheme of the vehicle. And just to point out, these are sloped on the sides, so it kind of sweeps down. You get the covered back wheels, and they have the nice little hubcaps on them. And if we make our way to the very back, you of course get more of these sort of silver or chrome elements along here, a printed Ghostbusters logo element, and another Ecto-1 license plate. And I think the back of this vehicle looks great, and it looks almost real. And you can see some more of the detail on the roof, some more lights, as well as these various radar and antenna and whatnot. And then if we flip the vehicle around to the other side, again, it's the same as the first side, except on this side you have a little bit of a ladder that allows the Ghostbusters to climb to the roof to sort of maintain or use some of the equipment. And of course, you do get different canisters on this side, so you get these sort of green ones versus the other side was the black and yellow. So again, really nice elements here. And you get these 1x1 round tiles as well in the lime green. So a lot of really interesting colored elements. And that is the Ecto-1, at least on the top. If we take a look at the bottom quickly, it does have these sort of axles that allow all the wheels to turn, and a lot of these sort of inverted or reversed tiles here, so it can slide across any sort of surface really well. And it's got a very, very strong construction, a lot of components that are both Technic and regular bricks, so this is an incredibly durable vehicle. And that, whoops, as I move that down, is the Ecto-1 vehicle. And if we bring back our minifigures, this set is absolutely incredible, and you've probably seen a lot of reviews on it on YouTube, but I think there's a variety of reasons, if you haven't gotten it yet, to get it. First of all, there is the scale of it. I have a lot of die-cast cars, and this fits in perfectly with those, just both in detail and in size. This is a really incredible model vehicle that you can use to show off to people, if you want to do that. It also does have some playability to it, so if you're someone who uses their sets or plays around with their sets, this is kind of great to have. It functions just like a regular vehicle, but then you get to sort of fiddle with all the gadgets and whatnot, put minifigures inside, so you can put that in your play layout. And then of course, if you're one of those people who just likes to sort of accumulate pieces over time, this has a lot of really great and somewhat rare pieces. You get the Ecto-1 license plates, the sort of silver elements, as well as various other elements throughout the set that you don't get a lot of in other city sets. So, whether you are a sort of person who likes to display their sets, play with their sets, or get pieces, this is great in every single way. And it's actually a pretty good value because it's only $50. And there's about 500 pieces in here, so you're getting roughly 10 cents a piece, and you get a lot of really great pieces. And I think at the end of the day, this set was an incredible value. It was so much fun to build, and I think, in all honesty, this is one of the best LEGO sets ever made. I think this set is awesome. It is very sort of nostalgic, you know, reflecting on when people watched the Ghostbusters movies. I just think it's an awesome set, and I think anybody should get this while they still can, because once this set is out of production, or once they run out, you can't get it anymore. It's just a part of the Ideas platform. So overall, I give this set, if I were to rate it out of 10, I give it a 10 out of 10. This was incredible. From building it to the instruction booklet to everything, it was really awesome and really well done. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Remember to like, comment, favorite, as well as subscribe, and I'll see you guys again soon. Take care.